Welcome to Student Spotlight, a Zoom series that showcases the achievements of students from San Leandro Adult and Career Education Center. These are their stories.
My job title is a long list, I would say. You could call me an entrepreneur, you could call me an owner, a worker, a janitor, accountant. But in all seriousness, being an entrepreneur and being an owner, you definitely have to play amplitude of parts. I could be a repairman one day. I got to be the head cook, all that good stuff. The main titles I would say is owner slash entrepreneur. I have a food trailer called Dough and Batter, and I'm co-owner of a restaurant, which is Dough and Batter Restaurant. My experience at San Leandro Adult School and Career Center was a good one. It was a great one. It was definitely a good way to introduction to business and to start getting your feet wet and really laying out a formula and format, a business plan, and some type of strategic way to go about doing things or, to execute your business. I had a great experience up there, just learning and be able to ask questions and getting a lot of material, that'll help guide you along your way. The class that I found most helpful was the Intro to Business class. I believe my teacher, Mr. Kevin Johnson, did a great job with, like I said, laying out the outline and a lot of things that you need to look at to pursue business. In general, there's a lot to it, a lot to be added to it. But I believe it was simplified in a way and laid out in a way where, it's understandable to even people that aren't super highly educated, So I believe it just set me in the right path. It's the right direction and, really get your ideas going and brainstorming and laying it on paper. And that's what I believe. I think the biggest way that the course helped me now for my future, I think it's just one of the main ones is definitely introducing it to you, something that's so foreign. You've already been reading about it, you've been studying about it, learning, and it's actually a great way, to implement, to use the material that you were learning in the actual field, and you kind of start seeing it come together, like why you would need to know certain things, or why you would want to plan out certain things. I believe that it helped a lot with that. The way I was able to apply a lot of the information I learned in the courses was through even simple as things as like pricing your product and marketing behind it. There's a lot of things that are attribute to your business where you think that, I could just start something and it's just going to sell or it's just going to work, or people are going to call me for my service, but that's not the case. You got to have some type of operation plan behind it, paperwork, contracts, insurances, like I said, pricing, and all that stuff was taught during the classes, so you understand that you can't just make a product, but you got to put a marketing dollar behind it. The way that I was able to utilize and implement the things that I learned in the class also was even with targeted marketing and where to reach your customers at, because it's important that you actually have a target audience. You're not just trying to, because not everybody buys everything, so you don't want to waste time or efforts or money or advertising trying to reach people that wouldn't come buy your product or your service. With that, and like I said before, search around for the best prices, for giving the customer a reason to come shop with you. You got to make some type of connection with the customer or clients. So those are all things that I learned in class as well that I was able to implement now as far as marketing and who I'm trying to sell my products to. So for example, with the clothing line, it's more of an urban hip hop brand, but at the same time, it's something that you could still buy, maybe even your older relative, auntie, uncle, maybe even a grandparent, where you could buy them certain products from ours, and it wouldn't have it wouldn't be a misfit. It would still be a good fit And same thing for our food. Not everyone likes the food that we sell. We sell a lot of sweet items as well, even though we have a lot of food items. Not everyone likes sweets, right? So we don't want to waste time marketing to someone that is not going to particularly like our product or come back. So these were all things that were taught to me during this course. I believe 100% that the San Leandro Adult Career Center is very helpful for the community. And one of the number one reasons I believe is accessibility. And number two, I would say, is cost. And the reason I say that is because, it seems in this world that when we're raised up or brought up that education and business education and higher education is not affordable or not accessible to lower income folk or, people that just may not be as resourceful. But as you see with San Leandro School, it's not that's not the case. You are able to afford it. They do have classes for you to pick on, and different times, so you're able to maybe still work and still attend school. And the things that they're teaching you is the same things you're going to learn at some of these big, expensive universities or schools. And you're actually going to have a better one-on-one with your teacher, more contact, if you want to call or email, you have questions in class, you're not bombarded with a bunch of students, so it's I believe this is very, very beneficial. And I would suggest anyone that's trying to better themselves or get an education in any way or start business or learn about anything in that nature, I would definitely recommend you seeing if they have a course that'll fit you, because I think it would definitely benefit you in your life. So as of right now, I own and operate 3 businesses. The clothing line, it's not as in the it's not number one priority right now. The restaurant and the trailer is my food truck. So my food truck is called Dough and Batter. We sell waffles, crepes, funnel cakes, beignets, ice cream. But we have a bunch of food items as well. It's the same at the restaurant, but we actually have a lot more food there. So we have a bunch of breakfast items as well. Some of our specialties is instead of biscuits and gravy, we do a beignets and gravy. And you have the eggs and the bacon and all that good stuff with it as well. We have funnel cakes and, we got a bunch of flavors. Any of our items can be added to a funnel cake, waffle, crepe, and no extra charge. We got a bunch of fresh fruits. We're located in the Central Valley at the moment. So we are the truck is located at the Lathrop Food Plaza. And the restaurant is about 2 blocks down from downtown Manteca. So yeah, that's the main thing I have going on right now. I plan on having locations, all over the place eventually. This is the beginning though, and these are all the learning steps and the knit and grit you got to get through to learn the things that is needed to grow. So that's the main thing I have going on right now. I really enjoy it. I love serving the community. The people really love our food. We're the number one out here. Even though we originally started in the Bay Area, we did migrate to the Central Valley, but we do plan on trying to go back to the Bay as well. But yeah, so that's what I have going on right now. I usually cater with my food trailer. It used to be the Big County Fair, so I was known for doing Alameda County Fair, San Joaquin, did a lot of the Good Guys car shows. Any event you could think of at those big fairgrounds, we were pretty much part of Sonoma County, all over the place. Then COVID happened, and all the fairs got shut down. And we were anticipating a big year for 2021, but man, they sent the letters out and said, hey, we're sorry, but this year again, no fair. So from there, I thought, I can't keep doing this. I can't wait, of course. So I decided to hit the streets, and I had to take my trailer to a place to get upgraded to be street legal. And from there, just hit the ground running. I found a spot right off a freeway where the gentleman was going to host about 20 to 30 trucks, parking, bathrooms, all that good stuff. And I found that spot, and that really worked out well. From there, we started to grow and really be able to brand ourselves. I started to build the website. We started doing a lot of catering. We got the social media up and going. And man, it's just been really a blessing from there, especially being right off the freeway. A lot of people see us, right off the freeway. So we got a lot of new customers, a lot of returning customers. Yeah, and so, but also being that I used to do the fairs, it did teach me a lot with high production and mass production. At the fairs, the lines are crazy. People are very hungry. It lasts all 12 hours. So coming to the streets, having big events, whether it's a few hours long or street events or whatnot, I really feel that my past experiences gave me a foot up or a foot ahead above a lot of others, just knowing to how to deal with bigger crowds and not selling out, should I say, too, because a lot of people they sell out the food, they don't bring enough or whatnot, and we pretty much don't do that. So yeah, we do a lot of private catering. So I do birthday parties, weddings, quinceañeras, school districts for, like I said, the cities. The cities hire us. I've done UPS, FedEx, Medline a bunch of times. All their warehouses hire us for big company caterings as well. So yeah, it's been a lot of growth, and that was one thing that I kind of didn't like about the fairs, that you weren't really able to brand yourself. People will kind of remember you, but they just remember your trailer being in a certain area spot. But as far as remember your name and really pushing your product and getting a following behind you, it was pretty tough. So I was glad that the move that I made to come to the streets actually helped a lot with the growth. And from there, that's when we're able to start going to the restaurant. Oh, recently with our feature on Good Day Sacramento, I'll be 100% honest. I'm still not sure exactly how they found us. I do believe, from what I think, we had joined the Chamber of Commerce of Manteca, because the restaurant's located there, and I would suggest any entrepreneur, you join your local Chamber of Commerce. There's a lot of opportunities there as well. But so once joining with them, I believe that maybe they gave him a little hint, or maybe a little phone call, email. I'm not sure. And then from there, I just had received the email from them saying, "Hey, we want to feature you on our show." And I remember someone from the Chamber of Commerce contacted me as well, but they were through a different interviewer. And they were saying like, "Hey, we would like to have you," but I had already booked the interview with a different co-host on the Good Day show, and so yeah, that's how I believe maybe the opportunity came from the Chamber of Commerce. Good word, just having good service, something different, something new for the community that's not around a lot. We do serve the beignets and the funnel cakes. You can't really find those crepes as well. We serve a delicious crepe, so. Just having something different. And one of the items I know they wanted to feature was like our beignet burger. We have a new series of our beignet burger. We have a fried chicken sandwich the same way with and then the breakfast sandwich. So we make the buns out of beignets, bigger beignets. No powdered sugar, of course, but those I think were really intriguing to the people in the public, and they wanted to feature something like that. And I mean, not to mention our location is a beautiful place. It's all renewed. It's fully renewed. We have remodeled everything, all the paint, all the equipment, tables, chairs, everything was new. So, and I heard that Manteca, really been dying for something new and fun like that. So I think that was just something that it just really worked well. Where, not only were we able to promote our company and our business, but I think it was also able to give them, good ratings as well, because it's something new and different. So the goal for my businesses is, well, for Certified Real Clothing, I would like to be, nationwide online. I don't necessarily need to be in stores, but if that happens to work out with local, clothing stores, that'd be great as well. For dough and batter, I would love to have locations all over the U.S., maybe even internationally, depending on how it goes. I would like to mimic something similar to, maybe a Chick-fil-A In-N-Out, but, of course, what we do. But I definitely see one being at every tourist area, all the way to the East Coast, New York to Florida to Texas, all the way to California, so I think we will be the first big chain sweet spot, not ice cream, sweet spot, but we will have good food as well. So I want to take it across the United States. Honestly, that's what I see and that's what I believe. And yeah, I definitely like to say I would like to give thanks to the San Leandro Adult and Education Center. I would love to give a big thanks to Kevin Johnson for believing in me and helping me along the way and answering all the questions I had and providing material and resources or whatever it is that I had asked for. And also just being a friend. So I thank you guys for that, and giving me this opportunity as well to share my story. I hope it motivates and I hope it inspires people to be able to reach and achieve their goals or strive for it. There was a few people that did leave the class, like they dropped out early, and there was a lot of people that stuck with it, and you could see the growth. And I'm a perfect example. You don't give up. You got to stick with it, and good things will happen.